students, today I'm going to explain you chapter 7 of class 5th. The name of the chapter is Tropical Hot Wet Forest. Let's start the chapter. Okay, so in this particular chapter we are going to study about how forests are important for us, and how lifestyle of people affects through it. Okay, so we already know that forests are very important for us, right? They give us many benefits through its essential. It conserves foods for efficient and efficient manner, so that we derive maximum benefits from us. That means we need to conserve trees and all, so that we are able to get maximum benefit for us, and we are able to capture sustainable development purpose. Okay, so definitely we need to conserve trees. They are very important for human being survival. Okay, the tropical hot wet region, Amazon basin of South America, these are some examples of hot wet regions. Okay, Congo basin of Africa, southeast part of Asia such as Malaysia, Indonesia, etc. are situated. Okay, so these regions are located about 5 degrees north to 5 degrees south of the equator. Can you imagine this area? This is the exact mid area of the spherical earth. Okay, that means this part is really very hot because the sun rays are directly approaching on it. Okay, in the lowland only, because the climatic conditions of highland of the equatorial region. Why they have used the term equatorial region? Because the temperature is constant, as the region are very close with the tropical area. Okay, different from the lowland. In this chapter, you will study about the geographical features of Democratic Republic of Congo. This Democratic Republic of Congo was earlier known as Zaire. Okay, Zaire was the earlier name of Democratic Republic of Congo. Clear? Now let's study about the location of DRC. Okay, so look at the map of the world. You will find the DRC. Okay, you can see that this is where. Okay, so here you can see that this is the exact tropical portion. Okay, this is what? This is the exact tropical area. Okay, this is equator. Equator, definitely this area is very hot. Okay, as you can see, look at the map, you will find the DRC, Amazon basin of the Africa. Okay, this is Amazon basin of the Africa. It is second largest country in Africa, which is second largest country in Africa, DRC. Okay, it is unfavorable natural conditions such as environmental effect on the people, vegetation, occupation, etc. Democratic Republic of the Congo, DRC, is located on both sides of equator, and this is the reason that we can say that equatorial region. That means the region and climate is equal. Okay, is located on both sides of the equator, DRC. This is why we call it as equatorial region. Clear? Congo is also name of its main river. Why Congo is also name of the main river? Because earlier the name of Congo was Zaire. Clear? Let's talk about its climate and vegetation. The climatic conditions of Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, is hot and wet throughout the year. Because it is easy to understandable, this area lies directly affects the sunlight rays. Okay, this is exactly the mid portion of the earth. Okay, this average temperature is 27 degrees Celsius, which is really very hot. Its average annual rainfall is 200 centimeter or more. Okay, that means rainfall is moderate. Here it rains daily in afternoons. Okay, on the banks of river Congo, Zaire, there are lush and thick green forests. These forests are very thick that it is not possible to even walk through it. Okay, so this is really very thick forest. Mahogany, Rani, Oenpoer, etc. main trees found there. Okay, these are some examples of trees, and they are really very thick that it is difficult to make a path throughout these forests. Okay, so traveling is definitely not possible. These forests remain green all year round. That means all the time we see greenery over here, and this is why we called it also as evergreen forest. Okay, because these forests are very greenery and very thick. Okay. What about wildlife? So various kinds of poisonous insects like bird, monkeys, gorilla, butterflies, chimpanzees are found in the forest of Congo, DRC. Okay? Snakes and pythons can be found just about anywhere. Okay, that means it's very greenery that we find any kind of animal in every part of the forest. They're spread everywhere almost. They are very poisonous. Hence the DRC is called natural zoo of the world. Okay, because we are finding different kind of poisonous animals in different parts of the forest. Okay, that means this is natural zoo of the world. So this is evergreen, this is natural zoo of the world. We find so much greenery and high temperature in these areas. These are some pictures given: bird, chimpanzee, python and insect. Okay, What about the lifestyle of the people? So, according to the survey of United Nations 2007, the population of DRC was about 62.6 million. Okay, the Congo River Basin is densely populated. That means the population is really very high in these areas. The most of the people here are Christians. What generally their religion belongs to? That is Christian. Okay, the people of Congo are quite tall and hefty. That's good. On account of hot and humid climate, people generally do not wear many clothes. Why would they wear if there is very hot? Then they do not need to wear so many clothes. Okay, they have characteristic short and curly hairs. Okay, so whenever we see short and curly hair, they are generally characterized as DRC peoples. Okay, most of the people live in small villages. Okay, that means villagers are found there. They are divided into several tribes people found there, which are called Bantu tribe. Okay, it is the largest racial group in Congo. They live in small scattered villages along the banks of rivers and lakes. People living in villages follow traditional ways of living, whereas the city people wear modern clothes and live in pakka houses. So this thing we have also seen in our daily life also, that in cities areas generally people live in pakka houses, and villages they follow their traditional ways to live. Okay, so same things happens here also. Nowadays in the cities, education is also spreading widely. This is very good to know that education is widely spreading in such villages areas. Okay, new schools and colleges are being opened. Many students are going abroad for higher education. This increases our literacy rate also. Okay, so see this Paigami villages people of Congo and city people of Congo. About Paigami we will just study. Okay, a primitive tribe called Paigamis. Okay, Paigamis live in deeper forest of Congo. So what are Paigami? Which lives in deeper forest of Congo. We have just studied that Congo is a thick and evergreen forest. Okay, they are also known as Bambuti. So those people who live in deeper forest of Congo called as Bambuti. Clear? So this is an example of Paigami who lives in Bambuti. Okay, they are of short stature with height of about 1.5 meter. That means these people height are quite tall. Okay, they are good hunters as they are living in pure nature. Okay, they are completely dependent on nature. Okay, they do not make their own food. They are completely dependent on fruits, berries, honeys, meats and nuts. Okay, so they don't live a modern life as in cities people live. Okay, they are completely dependent on nature. Along with this, they move in one place to another in search of food. They make small rounds using leaves, branches and trunks of trees. Okay, this is how they manage their food and clothes. Okay, so this is how tribes people actually lives. Okay, so in deep forest of Congo, peoples of Bambuti lives like this. What occupation they follow? So the people of Congo grow many crops such as rice, maize, cotton, coffee, rubber, bananas, groundnuts, etc. They have cleared the forest for farming purpose. Okay, so that means they have cutted the forest so that they are able to do farming in those land. Cassava. Cassava is a stable food for people of Congo. It is the root of the plant. Okay, so this question can arise that which is a stable fruit of Congo, that is cassava. Okay, Congo is rich in minerals. Okay, that means it is very fertile for agriculture purpose also. Gold, copper, diamond, manganese, tin, uranium, etc. are found in Katanga state. Okay, these minerals are exported also. New factories are now being set up here. Textile, cement, soap, paper, chemical industries are also found in cities. Okay, so you can see that so much development is having, that so much economic development is also happening in these areas of Congo. Okay, Congo is the largest producer of industrials of diamond and cobalt in the world. Okay, this is important to note. Important cities. So we now let's study about the capital of Congo, which is Kinshasa. Okay, so Kinshasa is the capital city of Congo. It becomes an independent country like India. Kinshasa is located on the Banks River of Congo. Okay, Matadi, Kisangani, Lubumbashi and Kananga are other important cities. Matadi is the most important seaport of Congo and Kinshasa is an important river port. Clear? So these things you have to just memorize. Next, transport and communication. So Congo did not have proper means of transport and communication earlier, but now we have seen that so much development is happening in these areas. Okay, so however in recent areas railways and roadways have been developed significantly. Okay, although water transport is vital in Congo, but the river Congo is navigable only due to presence of waterfalls like Stanley Falls and Enga Falls. Okay, so here our chapter completes. I hope you understood each and everything, that how evergreen and natural zoo is considered as as Congo, how the people over there survive. Okay, so I hope you understood the chapter. Thank you.